Hi, good evening, everyone. It's good to see you on this very comfortable and clear night that we are seeing across the DMV. For the next few hours, we'll remain on the dry side before another area of low pressure provides us with widespread rain. We'll track in that rain coming up.
The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Coming up at 9, a pandemic-era food assistance program comes to an end, leaving millions with less money to buy. Tonight, we take you inside a local food bank as they prepare for the sudden wave of traffic.
Plus, after a year marked with controversy, the head of Virginia Public Schools hands in her resignation. What's next for the superintendent as she suddenly parts ways?
Those who come after me will benefit. I fought for them.
A woman in Prince George's County says she's relieved leaders are putting a cap on their rent hikes, even if it's too late for her. Her vow not to give up hope as she faces eviction.
Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us for DC News Now at 9. I'm Tasmin Mahfouz.
Hi, everybody. I'm Chris Flanagan. Our top story tonight, a marathon public hearing. Roughly 200 parents, teachers, and advocates testifying in front of DC Council.
Yeah, the crowd airing problems they have with DC public schools. One of the biggest talkers, an issue that we've been telling you about for weeks now. That's canceled and delayed bus services for students with disabilities. A DC agency in charge of the service blames staffing shortages for the dozens of daily impacted routes.
Now, parents say the problem is not only frustrating, it leads to a loss of learning, and they say it's a safety hazard.
It's not fair. It's not fair that we do not have consistency for our children. I feel that leadership and the powers that be that make those decisions at the top should have an effective contingency plan in place.
So there's another meeting set for Friday. DC education leaders are expected to respond to the complaints.
Happening right now, millions of struggling families who relied on extra food stamps during the pandemic are now out of luck. The federal government cut off emergency SNAP benefits today. For 3 years, the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program gave households at least an extra $95 per month on top of their normal payments. And with those changes, food distribution centers across the country are now preparing for a rise in the number of people in need of help feeding their families. Here in the DMV, some groups have been preparing for weeks now. Our Northern Virginia reporter Max Marcilla takes us inside one nonprofit's distribution center in Alexandria. He shows us how they're getting ready for the massive changes.
These biscuits look pretty good.
And they could go quickly. As workers with Alexandria-based nonprofit Alive stock the shelves at their food hub on South Van Dorn Street, they're expecting more people will soon need their help with the new reduction to SNAP benefits.
People are already kind of feeling or anticipating feeling the reduction in benefits and reacting accordingly.
Timothy Enright is a program manager with Alive. He says they gave food to about 1,300 households at a distribution event the last Saturday of February. That's nearly 20% more than they helped the last Saturday in December.
I'm anticipating needing to scale up again for March.
Enright says what's different now versus about 3 years ago at the beginning of the pandemic is supply. You see here the shelves are stacked and they have been preparing for this change for weeks. They are ready to go, but they say demand could rival what they saw in March of 2020.
Kind of a different ballgame now than it was back then, but I think we're still feeling, the cumulative effects of all of these years of uncertainty and instability and reduced income in already vulnerable communities.
Enright says he fears many of the people who will be hurt the most by the ending of extra SNAP benefits are the same people who struggled during the pandemic and with inflation.
And try to get back to the place where I live. Yeah, it's what it was like more meaning, yeah.
Alive relies on volunteers like Sun Win, who says the busy days can be rewarding. Alive is preparing for those days, but Enright says the full impact of the SNAP changes may not be seen until the end of the month. Enright hopes this food hub can help, and Alive is opening a second hub on Thursday on Mount Vernon Avenue. It offers food throughout the month, and he says that can help those utilizing SNAP benefits who have to make that now tighter budget last a little longer.
So it really does sort of help people come at a time that's good for their own schedule and relieve the stress on distribution events that are increasing in scale.
In Alexandria, Max Marcilla, DC News Now.
And new tonight, 3 teenagers are recovering after a suspected overdose at the Ballston Mall in Arlington today. So police are calling there around 1:30 this afternoon. They administered Narcan to two of the three teens. All three were taken to the hospital. Overdoses have been on the rise all across the DMV. So in Virginia, data shows annual overdose deaths have more than doubled. Since 2019, that's a spike that coincided with the pandemic.
And developing now at 9, the leader of Virginia schools is stepping down. Superintendent Jillian Ballo turned in a resignation letter today to Governor Glenn Youngkin.
And the sudden departure comes after months of education controversy in Youngkin's administration. So Youngkin campaigned heavily on education and parent choice in schools, something that Ballo has defended since taking office last January. Her year as superintendent was marked with controversy, from new transgender student policies to changes to state education standards. Now, most recently, revisions to Virginia's K-12 history standards were a part of it, too.
And in her resignation letter, Ballo wrote in part, "I am grateful and humbled to have the opportunity to serve children and families in Virginia. And I continue to strongly support you and your vision for education." Ballo's letter did not specify why she's leaving her job, but her last day in office will be a week from tomorrow, March 9th. Her next position will be as a consultant for the Youngkin administration.
And we now know that I have a pretty good idea of when the cherry blossoms will be at their best. The National Park Service predicts that peak bloom will be from March 22nd to March 25th, and this year's Cherry Blossom Festival will be from March 20th to April 16th.
So beautiful. All right, cherry blossoms, first day of March. Spring can't be too far off, right?
Yeah, we got our chief meteorologist, Janessa Webb, here. We got a rainy start to our day tomorrow, though.
Yeah, I always laugh because until it snows, right, in late March, people are thinking about spring. Yes, it should be on your radar. With daytime highs, they're going to feel very spring-like tomorrow. Unfortunately, into your late week, we're back to kind of that winter feel. Yes, we've had that kind of seesaw effect due to our weather pattern, not in full agreement with climate predictions, thinking we're going to continue to kind of see this steady pattern with our jet stream continuing to really fluctuate at this time. So here's that storm system that we are talking about. We do have a severe weather outbreak that's unfolding from Louisville down to the deep south to Tennessee Valley, and that's causing the increase in clouds that are starting to float into the Mountain State region. As this storm system makes its way into our area, it will provide widespread rain, but no severe weather is expected. That rain, it will be the heaviest across D.C. starting around 2 a.m. to that 3 a.m. hour. Widespread showers, but temperatures still in the upper 40s. Here's that storm system from Nashville into the Memphis area, where you can see a tornado watch, and warnings are now starting to pop off from Louisville to Columbus area. And so that entire system is going to make its way into our area. That is storm system number 1. It will be very brief, but we have a larger storm that's going to cause washout conditions for your Friday. We'll look at that coming up.
Janessa, thank you. And new details in Maryland tonight. Renters in Prince George's County will now have some relief from gouging price hikes from landlords. Now, this rent cap bill was the only hope for some tenants, but for others, it might have come too late. Our Marisa Say covers Prince George's County for us. She sat down with a woman in Tacoma Park who's on the verge of eviction.
Yeah, the rent stabilization bill puts a 3% cap on how much landlords can increase rent, and it's something tenants like Jeanette Ken spent years fighting for, but now she's not even sure if this will apply to her, since she was supposed to move out her apartment of 16 years by today.
Jeanette Ken has lived in this apartment at Tacoma Towers for nearly 2 decades.
Every year there have been a rent increase, and today I'm paying around $2,000 with a utility.
And over the years, she's dealt with flooding and mold, which affects her health.
I started having problems with my lungs. I was coughing, and then the doctor said it was mold.
And when she reports problems in her unit, she says the complex takes their time to fix it. Broken elevators are also a problem. I even had to take the steps since the elevators were down. Ken says she lost her job as a cleaner during the pandemic, and she hasn't been able to pay her rent for months. She says she applied for rental assistance, but
they told me that they are not accepting it.
During Tuesday's county council meeting, she testified for the recently passed rent stabilization bill. And since her landlord chose not to renew her lease since she couldn't afford her rent, she has to move out. But she says she's not going down without a fight.
What's your plan now?
I don't know. I think it's only the judge who has to decide.
Now, despite her circumstances, Ken is happy the county is stepping in and doing something.
Even if I do not live here anymore, those who come after me will benefit. I fought for them.
No, I did reach out to the manager of Ken's building to get a response to her complaints, but I did not hear back from them just yet. For now, reporting in Tacoma Park, Maryland, I'm Yamari Sase, DC News Now.
And coming up on DC News Now at 9, could TikTok's time be running out? The fate of the app for millions of Americans is in jeopardy. Why one lawmaker calls it a Trojan horse targeting your secrets.
And in just a couple minutes, a DC woman getting traffic fines even though her car was stolen. Our Ben Dennis shares her story and what to do if you find yourself in her shoes as we help you stretch your dollar.